Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 5. On this occasion, we will present about chapter 12. The chapter is about media assistant foreign language learning concept and function. This chapter have four contents idea. The first is basic definition. Second is from textbook to multimedia learning environment. Third is current technological and pedagogical trends and development. Fourth is conclusion. Here is the short introduction about this chapter in general. This chapter explore the use of various media in foreign language teaching and learning from textbook to digital application. It examines the function, quality criteria, application in effect of media on knowledge construction and content acquisition. It's also discussed the concept of literacy, blended learning, mobile learning, big data, learning analytical, and digital gamification, highlighting the current trends and a challenge in media assistant foreign language education. 12.1 Basic definition. 12.1.1 Media in foreign language pedagogy.
Definition of media. Media can be defined as a means of transmitting information from one place to another. The most obvious characteristic of media is its technology. Mechanical and electronic aspects determine its function and to some extent its shape and other physical properties. There are characteristics commonly used to classify media into television, radio, etc. Short story. The historical development of media used in foreign language learning. From the traditional textbook and chalkboard to modern digital and audiovisual tools, it shows how the choice and integration of media depends on the available technology and prevailing learning theories of each era. It also highlights the significant change that occurred after the audiolingual method became popular in mid-20th century. The audiolingual method of foreign language teaching, which use various audio and visual media to expose learners to native speaker and authentic situation. The method emphasized drills and exercise in language labs and required a lot of technical equipment and resource. Also, the contrast the analog multimedia system of the audiolingual method with the digital technology that simplifies media use in language teaching today. Technological shift. Change in technology have also changed the media landscape in foreign language learning. Today, learners can access and use a variety of multimedia devices that serve as tools for presentation, information, communication, practice, and entertainment. This device enable digital multimedia system that supports competency oriented, communicative, and motivating learner environments. In addition to print textbooks, learners can also benefit from variety of complementary and development media, including apps, software, website, blogs, and social media. However, different solutions may have different impacts on the quality of learning. So the best digital infrastructure for education must be carefully evaluated and studied. Multimedia. Multimedia is a term that is often used loosely to refer to any combination of media, but it actually has specific meaning depending on how media are integrated and presented. For foreign language learning, multimedia can offer rich and diverse resources, but it also requires careful categorization and analysis. According to Widman, media can be described by three dimensions: the technological medium in use, the coding forms for information, and the required sensory modalities. This dimension can help us understand the advantage and limitation of different forms of multimedia for language learning. Interactivity. Interactivity, in addition to multichordality and multimodality, interactivity represents another, if not the most important, element of educational multimedia use. A medium is described as interactive if there is a possibility for mutual and dynamic exchange between the user and the medium. It is important to distinguish between navigational and educational interaction. Navigation interaction represents intervention, navigation, and customization option that user can perform, such as selecting and customizing content and choosing the order of activities. Didactic interaction include analysis of user behavior and corresponding program reaction.
In example, feedback and adaptation. 1.2 Multiliteracies and digital literacy. The term literacies refers to the process of learning in different contexts and modes, with an emphasis on the screen as a primary text structure. This has led to emergence of skills such as essential digital skill for teachers and learners in the ELT context. Digital skills include the use of digital technologies for educational purpose and development of digital skill in the sense of virtual PH 2006. Digital literacy. This skill for teachers. Before their studies begin, the free service teachers should already have digital skill from section. Digital literacy skill and IT knowledge. This knowledge includes the knowledge about IT, human and society, IT system, and applied IT. During and after their studies, in the first 5 years of teaching, pre-service teacher should be taught the following section: digital life, teaching with digital tools, equation of digital ethics, digital inclusion, etc. Designing digital materials, design, adapt, publish a digital teaching material, copyright issues, Creative Commons, ORS, etc. Teaching and learning with digital media. Plan, implement, and evaluating teaching and learning process with digital media and digital learning environments. Digital assessment, feedback, safer internet. Teaching and learning with digital media in the subject relate or specific use of contents, softwares, media, and tools. Digital administration. Effective and responsible use of pupils' data, digital registers, digital pupil administration. Digital school community. Communication and collaboration within school community and beyond. Digitally inclusive professional development. Continuing professional development in the field of digital literacy. These models show that digital literacy skill teachers are more than simply IT skills, like working with text processing software or competently selecting hardware and software. The approach considers an acquisition of various general, interdisciplinary, and subject-related digital skill as a continuous process in the career of a pre-service and early career teacher. The following chart provides the practical example of digital literacy skill for an EFL pre-service teacher. 12.2 From textbook to multimedia learning environment. 2.1 The historical development of media as foreign language learning. Media have always been an essential part of foreign language teaching and learning. Whether it's a magazine article, a short video, an audio snapshot, or passage from the textbook. One purpose of the incorporating media in the EFL classroom is to exploit the full potential of multisensory methods. Furthermore, Shan observed that media is essential really to be brought into a classroom from the outside world in an attempt to make language activities appear more realistic, more interactive, and therefore more meaningful. Since the 15th century, the following developments have taken place in the context of media science, language, teaching, and learning. Here is a table of technical development of media types in the ELT classroom. The chart above shows that media systems have extended for a long period of time. Up to early 2000, the focus has been on using analog media in classroom teaching. Since then, more and more digital technology has been incorporated into the foreign language classroom. The use of the computer in the language classroom has initiated digital teaching scenarios. Computer assisted language learning CILL, the development of SAL can be defined into three processes: behavioral, communicative, and integrative CILL. Third stage of computer assisted language learning, which is the use of technology to exchange language teaching and learning. The first stage is 1918 to mid 1919 involved simple grammar exercise on the computer. The second stage is mid 1919s to 2000. Leverage the World Wide Web to create a more authentic and meaningful talks, such as online research and intercultural communication. The third stage, 2000 onwards, integrates the four language skill: reading, listening, speaking, and writing in an interactive and collaborative content using Web 2.0 tool and education application. Regardless, regardless, regardless of the technical development, whether analog or digital, the benefits of media in EFL classroom can be summarized as follows and will be discussed in more detail in the subchapter. 12.2 Media Pedagogy and Media Didactic in EFL Classroom. Getting rid of technological determinism, the media science and language classroom has development from teaching with book, image, audio, and videos to teaching that adopt a multisensory approach by additionally incorporating digital technology. However, in the contemporary EFL classroom, the emphasis should not be solely on the tool itself, but rather on how these tools can be methodologically explained in order to achieve learning goals. Three-fourths, a close look at the recent concept of media pedagogy is required. Media pedagogy consists of four subcategories. First, media education is concerned with why of using media sensibly. It is centered on enabling individuals to reflect critically on their use of media. Second, media didactics is concerned with a function, effect, and forms of utilizing media in teaching and learning scenarios. It aims it at improving and optimizing teaching and learning process and the facilitation of self-dictate acquisition of knowledge and competence. Media studies imparts knowledge about all media across the media repertory and basic technological competence. Focus include historical development relating to media legal issues. In example, data protection. Media monopolies the power of media, etc. Media research has essential and analysis and exploration of issues parenting to media education as well as to media socialization across the age group. Focus include media use in every life, the impact of the different media, reception habit, media and gender, etc. The emphasis in the subchapter will be on media didactics, more specifically on digital media, since the last development address the use of digital technology within the context of EFL classroom in the order to provide a smooth conceptual and applicative transition from analog teaching and to additional symbolic use of digital media in the foreign language classroom. SIMR model is a brief discuss. The substitution level address the possibility of digital technology replacing analog media. In example, the use of computer instead of typewriters, etc. The simple replacement does not automatically imply an improvement. However, it refers to change of the medium due to sociality change. At the argumentation level, an improvement of teaching and learning from performance due to digital media is discussed, where digital facilitators such as spell check, hyperlinking, or sharing of digital of artifacts and listened. The SIMR models aims at convincing teacher in for in favor of analog teaching of the benefits of digital technology. This is her the SIMR models. The modification levels implements the potential of continuous development of digital artifacts. In example, such creating digital text, blog entries, etc. can be given feedback to commented on the changes by the teacher and learner. Tasks that would not be possible without technological support are part of the redification level. Instead of reading essays, learners pick digital storytelling tools, cartoon apps, etc. One obvious events and the visualization of complex contents. To sum it up, this model serves as a rather simple but coherent approach development in order to implement catering blend and learning scenarios in a relativity technological lesson, and teacher can start at a very low level. In example, substitutional and gradually increase the degree of technology integration when creating specific text for the EFL classroom. This is the SRMR approach within a ULT context. 2.3 Using a modern Cursus box effectively. When speaking of a media assisted language learning and teaching, one has to consider that a digital technology has played a dominant role within last year. This, however, does not mean that analog media should be avoided altogether, because in reality, the analog textbook is still a vital part of the EFL classroom. Therefore, the approach here focuses on how the analog medium of the textbook can be supported with media enriched content with a symbiotic framework. So, that digital media saint is not perceived as motivational but methodological exchange part of the whole lesson inside and outside classroom. In order to understand how analog digital media can be applied in a classic textbook oriented EFL lesson, the following evaluation criteria for teacher using EFL textbook should be considered. Textbook criteria. This illustration shows how a textbook responds to facilitate demands in EFL classroom. Crossbook and relevant aspect to curriculum and can act as a teacher GPS through mandatory topic. O'Neill present for justification for using course books. Using course book. First, a great amount of the course book material meets the student curricular needs. Students have the chance to look ahead or refresh their knowledge with past lessons. Third, course book implement the practical aspect of providing material which is well presented in expansive forms. Fourth, well-designed course books allow to improvisation and adaptation by the teacher, as well as empowering students to create spontaneous interaction in the class. Adaptive learning with EFL coursebook. This discuss the advan- advantage and disadvantage of using coursebook in EFL teaching, and argues that adapting learning, which envelopes digital technology and personalization, can enhance the effectiveness and appeal of coursebooks, and cites various experts who support the ideas of adapting coursebook to the needs and goals of different students and teachers, and suggest that digital component can overcome some of the limitation of printed coursebook, such as lack of variety, innovation, spontaneity, and creativity. Also claims that digital technology and application can make materials more attractive and motivating for learners. 2.4 from textbook exercise to digital learning.
The following scenario illustrates how printed textbooks and digital tools can be meaningfully integrated in EFL classroom. In this unit, 5th year of English, B1 level, students are asked to match words with picture. This activity is supposed to be a lexical warm-up test, enabling students to review or acquire topic-related vocabulary. Include contextualized sentence, CF illustration 12.4. However, the lexical competence of student may vary. The textbooks offer neither individualism nor flexibility, and the author assumes a certain homogeneous lexical repertoire amongst students. In this case, digital technology can enhance the learning experience and remedial or initial lexical acquisition performance. In the next example, a classic textbook's matching exercise is supplemented with collaborative, individual, and creative methodological design. In this exercise, students become acquainted with frequent travel-related vocabulary here airports by matching symbols and signs with the correct word or by filling in adequate words in contextualized sentence. Digital collaboration. In order to extend the airport vocabulary and practice contextualized sentence, the digital application Padlet can be used. Padlet is a digital collaboration surface which works on all kinds of devices. On this virtual wall, students can collaboratively add airport image and related vocabulary and build contextualized sentence to strengthen the unit's required vocabulary. The advantage compared to the analog medium are obvious. Student and teacher can easily add various related media and collaboratively build adequate discursive element during the lesson or outside the classroom. The fact that the medium is accessible wherever the student are is of great value to the lesson design outside the classroom. In case the activity is not finished during the lesson, the teacher can tell the student to continue with their ideas as homework. EduPad is a digital tool that enhances the learning of EFL students by enabling them to write a hotel inquiry collaboratively based on the sample email in illustration 12.8. The app allows students to learn from each other's expertise, receive instant feedback from the teacher, and review the writing process with the time slider function. EduPad does not substitute the individual practice of writing, but rather complement it by providing a rich and interactive environment for collective intelligence. EduPad is an example of how digital tools can overcome the limitation of print coursebook and offer a multisensory learning experience that is aligned with the syllabus and coursebook need. Illustration of collaborative writing with EduPad. The following qualitative and performative aspects should be considered when working with digital tools in EFL classroom. Perfection. Tools like EduPad help pupils and teachers reflect on a certain working process, e.g. collaborative writing a hotel room inquiry. Modification. Tools like Quizlet make it possible for learners and teachers to produce digital artifacts, e.g. flashcards, and adapt them to their own learning needs, e.g. extend unit vocabulary. Communication. Communication about the learning progress is possible with the tools like EduPad, e.g. learners can ask questions their peers can answer. Multiplication. The learning outcomes or products, e.g. airport vocabulary, college with Padlet, can easily be shared with peers or teacher, e.g. Facebook, share button, or link generator, etc. Creation. Student and teacher can easily create learning and teaching material themselves, e.g. Padlet College, Quizlet, Fastcard, etc. They are active producer of the learning process. Collaboration. Teacher and student actively collaborate within a digital framework in order to do unit-specific tasks, write an email inquiry together, mutually design a college or picture dictionary related to vocabulary, etc.
12.2.5 The digital coursebook. Unlike the print textbook with extra digital tools, the fully digital textbook adapts to the mobile and tablet era. It is a multisensory, interactive coursebook with multimedia and adaptive learning features. It lets learners customize their learning scenarios based on their needs. Digital coursebook in ELT need more research. Digital coursebook monotony. The reason why the digital coursebook development within the context of ELT has not been extremely innovative so far is obvious. Publishers want to jump on the bandwagon and are under pressure to produce digital material for school. The result is a lack of innovation. The following capture address the societal development towards some smartphone and tablet use in the classroom. The next generation of learners will grow up with digital media, and smartphone will be used for digital mobile knowledge acquisition process in order to development an authentic and methodologically adequate e-textbook design. The idea of digitally replacing print version must be abandoned. 12.3 Current technological and pedagogical trends. 12.3.1 Mobile Assist Language Learning. Mobile technology. Mobile assist language learning is the leading trend in media support foreign language learning. Mobile devices shape our information, communication, entertainment, and learning behavior in our free time, work, and education. There are over 5 million apps for smartphones and tablets, with 8.48% being educational. Mobile technology offers many programmers and apps for foreign language learning, such as vocabulary and grammar training, dictionaries, mind mapping, podcasts, videos, image, audio, blogs, social networks, and augmented reality. Smartphones enable a diverse location independent, receptive, and productive use of foreign language. The acronym MALL has been used since the mid 1990s as a subcategory of COL and has been in foreign language pedagogy, closely coupled with specific emerging technologies and popular forms of media use. Since 2008, and rapid increase in MALL studies can be observed, coinciding with the emergence of smartphones technology. While early MALL studies focused mostly on the single main function that the individual device provides, we are starting to see more and more studies that can capitalize on the full range of multimedia tools, communication and social networking tools, and the internet capabilities that this device possesses. Quo vadis MALL? MALL is how mobile technologies like augmented reality, virtual reality, speech recognition, adaptivity, and graphication will transform foreign language learning in the future. It highlights the potential of this technology to create immersive and authentic learning experience. It also emphasizes the need to evaluate the effectiveness of this application for developing various foreign languages. 12.3.2 Big Data Learning Analytics and Personalized. Big data and learning analytics are key areas for future research and development in digital foreign language teaching and learning. They enable the analysis of user input and behavior feedback and software adjustments to learning paths, which are essential for quality call production. Unlike traditional adaptive programs that use decision trees, modern applications with adaptive systems can leverage big data and learning analytics to create personalized context for practice. Big data is defined by the three phases: volume, variety, and velocity of data. Learning analytics, educational software or digital materials can correlate and analyze the big data of learners to optimize learning process by comparing various variables of learner history, outcomes, learning steps, chosen topics, mistakes, and feedback. Adaptive system can customize the individual learning paths, select suitable activities and topics, and provide appropriate feedback and assistance for more effective practice. Big data learning success. Big data learning analytic can be useful but also misleading for school improvement and learning success. Learning success depends on many factors and requires of comprehensive view of the learners and the learning process. Teachers should use data to support and empower learners, not to intervene or control them. For foreign language learning, it is important to examine which exercise and competence can be measured and transferred by learning analytics. Data privacy. Big data and learning analytics can enhance education quality, but they also raise ethical and legal concerns. Data collective and analysis should respect user privacy, data ownership, and data deletion rights. Data storage and analysis should be done with caution and transparency. 12.3.3 Digital Game-Based Language Learning. Digital game-based language learning is a fast-growing field that uses learning games to teach foreign language and create motivational learning environments. Learning games have a long history in foreign language classrooms, and they can enhance learning motivation, language skills, and social and effective goals. Research and development in DGBLL has been driven by the increasing popularity and diversity of digital games as well as by technological advancement. Categories of digital game-based language learning. Gamification means using game design elements in non-game contexts, such as foreign language learning. This is part of the ludification trends. Examples of game elements are levels, mission, competition, discovery, and rewards. Foreign language software often use game mechanics. For example, Classcraft is a digital system that turns classroom activities into role-play games and rewards students. Gamification means adding playful elements to non-game fields, while serious game means making a game with educational content. One example of a serious game is the social studies game Mission US, City of Immigrants, in which studies playing the game assume the reality of Lena Brodsky, a Jewish immigrant from Minsk, Russia, who arrived in the United States in 1907 as Elena. Studies navigate New York City at the turn of the 20th century. worked to help support her family in witness change in the way factories operate. Originally intended to teach students about the main life in turn of the century New York. The game also reflects principle of content and language integrate learning. The game is designed to encourage students to empathize with the game's characters, makes connection to their own experience, ultimately learn more about American history. Categories digital game based language learning. A third subcategory of DGBLL is the so-called commercial of the self game. Whilst this type of game was designed for entertainment purpose there rather than language learning, the foreign language version of such game have significant potential as foreign language learning aids. Simulation programmers in particular, such as SimCity or Massively Multiplayer. Online games such as World of Warcraft have been used in foreign language learning contexts to develop students' reading, writing, listening, and speaking skills and have increasingly been subject research. And the important thing is creating good digital game based language learning application and scenarios that allow learners to have agency and engagement and that encourage them to learn to play instead of playing to learn is very hard. It requires interdisciplinary collaboration among game designers, educational research and foreign language learning specialists. Only then can the gaming trend and its technical innovation be used well in foreign language learning environment and create adaptive learning contexts that boost learning, motivate, and balance learning and play. 12.4 Conclusion. In general, it can be stated that media access foreign language learning and teaching is terminologically and conceptually versatile topic. The concept of digital literacy skills does not focus on a certain technological determinism, but rather on the teachers and learners' pedagogical application skills, e.g., teaching the four skills in the EFL's classroom, improvement of the learner's discursive competence in turn-taking sequence, learning artifacts, e.g., hands-out brainstorming sequence have become digital. Therefore, the role of course books also need to be reconsidered by embedding more multisensory digital content. Augmented really features mobile device like smartphones or tablet can be effective catalyst to promote data-driven ubiquitous and or digital game-based learning scenarios. Technological and enhanced foreign language teaching and learning has changed the way we learn a foreign language and the role of the teacher.
And that's our presentation. For anyone who stayed until this part, thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Have a great day, everyone.